All right, what's up, people? And to not disappoint, Red October started off as we thought Red October would start off with a little twist. All right, so to begin October, if you paid attention to the 17th letters post, you see a red kind of a movie poster to tell you of kind of brace for what is to come. And all day, there have been signs pointing to a red October. The White House was lit up red, although people say it's pink. Maybe it is. Then you got the first lady who was wearing all red. People are making a lot of red correlations. And so to end the day, you see that Donald Trump and the first lady, they tested positive for COVID. And I have to say it's very disgusting to see everybody wish death on a man like this. You're gonna be very embarrassed very soon. Be very embarrassed. Besides the fact that, yeah, I also believe that no, he doesn't really have COVID, but I don't think it was going to kill him anyway. So it just goes to show that a lot of people, they don't have much going for themselves, so they want their bitterness to be satisfied. They want their bitter thirst to be quenched. It ain't gonna happen. And I thought to myself, me as a person, as bitter as I can be, how could I fight for a group of people who don't even give a fuck about me, who would wish for my downfall? How do I keep going? So and then I came to the conclusion that you got to be fighting for something bigger than the flesh. You got to be fighting for what's right. Everybody's not going to be able to pick up on your moves at any given moment. You can only really connect the dots by looking back. You can only really tell what was going on by looking back. And for the rest of us who see what's really going on, it makes a nut out of you. This is why I always pull out the chessboard, because the chessboard forces you to see many possibilities. And so, to my freedom fighters, I will let you know what I think is going on. And I'm not all knowing, but what I see is what I see. So, there was a lot of hype about Red October. All right. A couple posts came out from the 17th letter talking about, kind of what to expect. From that point, we started hearing rumblings that Hillary Clinton will go down. She will. Or publicly at least. So because it may have already happened. Uh so when we get word literally at the end of the day that he tested positive for, and okay, yeah, I saw the negative comments, people wishing him death. First thing that went to my mind, and if you listen to Santa Surfing, she actually follows me. Um, I responded to something that she said. She retweeted all that, said I was right, whatever. But anyway, I said to her that what the president is doing right now is giving himself kind of an alibi, a justification, a reason to stay in, because his life would truly be in danger for what's going to happen outside of those walls. It is war in himself, but for a different reason. I mean, this is chess played on a much higher level, although it seems very simple. It's very simple. It really is. It I've learned so much this past year from such a complex chess player, it's not even funny. You have to be willing to be humiliated. In fact, I've learned this. I mean, it's almost like he read the book Thick Face Blackheart to a T. I mean, this book is basically it was basically written about him. You know, Thick Face Blackheart. I'm sure he had to read this book because he's already taken pages out of Abraham Lincoln's book. You know, Abraham Lincoln. Yo, yeah, 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 yeah. You're gonna keep them slaves. Yeah, right, right. I got you. I got you. You want them slaves, right? Yeah, I got you. I got you. having all these people in power rally behind him and shit, thinking he doing exactly what they want him to do. And before you know it, emancipation. Now he couldn't emancipate slaves the way he really wanted to. He didn't have too much power. He couldn't give them the 40 acres and a mule, really. He did what he could. But that's a different conversation. This is exactly what's happening. You got to be able to endure humiliation for something bigger. A lot of us, we couldn't stomach that. A lot of us, we're afraid to put our music out. We're afraid to go on stages because what people may say. And here we have, how much of a genius you got to be day in and day out. One, to convince people that you are a dumbass. And two, to use power, to use leverage to always be in the spotlight, to always have eyes looking on you, to always be able to double down on the shit that you fucking say, to always to make multiple moves at once, to think multiple moves ahead, and to see things unfold as they do right now. It is apparent that we are dealing with a master chess player. It is very apparent. If it isn't apparent to you, keep pulling out that chessboard. All right. Then pay attention. Now you can look back from the point we are right now to say back 2015 when the news articles was coming out, the videos were coming out about him. It's like it isn't expected that he will win. He doesn't have a chance. Basically, is what they were saying. So that's what I see. So that's what I see happening right now. What I see happening right now is that yes, moves are being made. He needs a reason to stay in. He's been outside a great deal because of the rallies and all of these things. They take place outside. All right. JFK was assassinated outside. You can get assassinated inside, sure. It'd be a lot harder these days to get assassinated on the inside. On the outside, come on now. You can get a good look. But right now, this is when he's most in danger. He's going to stay in the house. He's going to stay in the house for the next 10, 14 days. So to anybody who think that's funny and shit like that, looking back, you will find that you were completely off the mark, and you will see how ignorant you are, and you will see how your life has absolutely no significance when you pray for the downfall of somebody who has clearly been fighting for us. All right. And I know a lot of people, they see me, they see my black skin, they think I'm a fucking coon. I'm not a coon. All right. A real coon is somebody who will see who signed the crime bill, see who doubled down on that, see who took pride in that, see who would call us super predators, see who would say that he don't want our kids to go to their schools, to school with his kids, see that he would be best friends with the grand wizard of the KKK and friends with the uh, other leaders of the KKK. Was it Exalted Cyclops? That's what it's called, of the KKK. Have a mentor that was in the KKK. Still vote for him. That's the problem we have right now. You're the real coons. I ain't no fucking coon. I'm well informed. But as time goes on, first of all, I realized that I am not built with the thick face black heart. People make fun of me and it hurts sometimes. People make fun of the way I look and all of these things. And the reason why it hurts is because I keep my guards down when it comes to the people that I'm trying to fight for. And this is what I need to learn from. Trade the fear of humiliation, trade the fear of being embarrassed for the greater good, for the mission. And sometimes it just comes with it. Most people aren't going to be able to see what you're trying to do once you reach a certain part of the spectrum, once you reach a certain part of your mission, once you reach a certain progression, once you in your life, in your mission. They can only critique and mock as you go along because they're reactive. We live in a very reactive society. It is on demand type society. And this is what we're dealing with. And so it's going to be a complete shakeup to a lot of you all who just react at the sight of every fucking thing. The sight of everything. It is a chess match. Right now, it's a movie, so sit back and just watch. Separate your emotions from it if you know how. And smoke them if you got them, really. Because although it's best that we don't put dates on when something is supposed to happen. I've been hearing rumblings about things that's supposed to happen this weekend. The timing is perfect. All right. The timing is perfect. Look up the Mickey Mouse clock if you don't know what I'm talking about. We talking 10-2. That would be today. I've been hearing things about today and tomorrow. We'll see. October started off with a twist. Okay. So right now it's the joking time. Uh to some people, to a lot of people. Ooh, I guess it ain't a hoax. I guess it ain't, guess it ain't a hoax joke. You should have wore your mask and all those things. Whatever. It's annoying, but that's I just read right past that. I just go looking for more of the Red October things, and I just try to see the developments happening because I'm likely going to get my hands on it. You're likely going to get your hands on it before the news spews it, before the average person gets their hands on it. So you may look like a fool ahead of time. On the back end, you're gonna look like a genius. Just keep planting seeds without expectations. Don't expect anybody, don't expect the masses to rally with you. At the end of the day, in their defense, I understand that you want to see more results. All right. Even though a lot of the pieces are laid out there right in front of them, they want people to put it together for them on the back end. They need a real shakeup. All right. So I did stick my neck out there and say that the Clintons were going to fall this month publicly. It's to me, it's not that far fetched of a thing. But to the average person, yeah. I mean, because about a month ago, I even read a newspaper when I was in the food line. When I was in the grocery store that had Bill Clinton on the front of who's who on Epstein Island. So it's out there. It is. It's out there. I was a bit disappointed that it wasn't bigger news. It trended for a little while on Twitter, but you know how it goes with Twitter. They want to bury that shit and start talking about the celebrity gossip. You know how they do. It's always something. As soon as something big comes out, let's bury this under Chrissy Teigen, the pedophile lady who apparently had a miscarriage. Let's get some sympathy from all of these women out here who had a tough time with pregnancy, and of course they have, because they'll eat it right on up. If somebody is showing your story in front of you, you're going to eat it up. All right. But make no mistake about it, she deleted all of those tweets that depicted her as a fucking pedophile. I didn't forget. All right. So that's just the games that they play. Keep digging deep. Don't be reactive with the news that you see right now. Things are moving as planned. I know the tough part is you want to see it all unfold right now, on demand. That's very tough. The challenge right now, and I challenge you, I challenge myself, is to work on your life. Unplug if you need to, detach if you need to, but focus on your life. Check in periodically to just kind of be updated with the progressions. Don't just don't let your emotions take over, because it's very trying times. And the reason why I would say something like that is don't let your emotions take over. It's very trying times. Is because it's very hard on me. It's very hard on me because I am surrounded by a bunch of people who just they don't get it. They treat me like I'm the crazy one. They mock me. It is what it is. So either I'm gonna look like a complete fool, or I'm gonna look like a fucking genius. I don't know. No in betweens for me. No in betweens. And I don't want to play it anymore. I don't want to play small. I don't want to make myself smaller for the sake of small minds. What a waste. What a waste of a life. It really is. I wake up every day. I shake off whatever mental problems I may be dealing with whatever inertia. whatever resistance, whatever barricade, I pick myself up when I fall. Get the ground zero. Do all the right things to be who I need to be for my child. And I won't allow anybody to try to put me in a box, to try to silence me just because they don't like what I have to say. Somebody will. All right. And for the rest of you, need to play catch up. All right. I'm not about to be teaching people every step of the way or trying to when they're just doubting me with their questions. You know what I'm saying? Sarcastic ass questions where they really don't want to know the answer to. They just want to have more to mock. You know what I'm talking about. All right. With that being said, I'll talk to you later.